Hello, all my CEO babes. I'm so excited to do this quick mini training with you, really to talk about how to generate organic leads in your sleep. So, if you're that person who's like, I've been doing conversation outreach for so long that I'm like, I just want to be at a place where I could just generate leads, get sales calls in my business without, paying for ads, being on social media all day and really go to sleep at night knowing that your business is taken care of. Like, I definitely understand that. And this is the reason why we are doing this training. So, without further ado, who am I? My name is Tina Lopez. I'm a lead gen automation coach. And so, really, what I do is I help online coaches, agency owners, really service providers be able to automate and outsource their organic lead gen without being on social media 24/7 or paying for ads. So if you are that individual, then you definitely came to the right place. So without further ado, I want to say, hey, how are you doing? If you're watching this live, go ahead and comment that you're watching this live. If you're watching the replay, please go ahead and comment that you're watching the replay. It definitely boosts this video so other people can see it. And please don't keep me a secret. I would love for other people to gain this knowledge because it is so valuable. So also, without further ado, if you love this video, feel free to screenshot this and post it to your Instagram stories. Tag me at Tina Lopez Coaching so that I can share you to my audience and you get even more growth and reach to your business. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing that I need you to know, and this is really for individuals who, maybe are just starting on their business or maybe have been in their business, but know they need to do a little bit of market research. Well, what is market research? Well, market research is really knowing your target audience. And the reason why I say it's so important for you to know your target audience is because it is required to know your ideal client avatar. And it is required to have an offer that genuinely sells, right? Because we are in this business for integrity. Whether you are a done for you service provider, an agency owner, or someone who's an online coach, consultant, then you need to have a product that genuinely sells. And this is almost like the kind of missing piece to scale your business. But if you don't have a proven concept, I'm not going to recommend that you do this, primarily because we want to scale our offers and we want to scale our time in order for us to be more effective, right? But it's important that you know your ideal client avatar. Now, what does that look like? Well, knowing your ideal client avatar is knowing their pain points, knowing where they hang out, and where they hang out is very critical. Like, for example, are they hanging out in a mompreneur Facebook group, or are they hanging out in a fitness coaching group, something of that nature, right? Because the thing is that when you go to automate your lead gen, you need to have and pull from specific traffic sources, whether it be from Facebook groups, hashtags, LinkedIn groups. You want to make sure that you're putting your efforts in the right places. And if you don't know where to start, then I really just from the bottom of my heart, I have to tell you that you have to go back and do your market research, because market research is literally gold in your business. And the ones that I see most successful in their business are the ones that keep their pulse on the market. So with that being said, another foundational thing that's required is that you have to have an offer that sells. If you don't have an offer that has a proven concept that has sold in the past, then there's no point in for you automating and outsourcing your lead gen, specifically because if you don't have a proven track record of case studies, testimonials, when you go ahead and do that, it's kind of like you're still proving your concept. And so why would you, if the concept doesn't work, why would you scale the concept that doesn't work, right? Does that make sense? Like, let me know in the comments if that makes sense. Comment yes if that makes sense. So you want to scale concepts that are proven to work, and you want to scale concepts that have proven testimonies and case studies, which kind of leads to the second thing. And this is the most critical thing, honestly. When it comes down to scaling your business, and I'm speaking from a deep-seated place, I've been there before as well, you have to hire help, right? Let me just say this one more time. You have to hire help. Let's think about this from the perspective, if you want to hit 7 figures, if you want to hit 8 figures in your business, you cannot do it on your own. I tried, and definitely it's not going to work, right? Even scaling to 6 figures, it is okay for you to ask for help. But it's a different story if you choose not to ask for help because you're scared of, right? If you're at that point where you're like, you know what, Tina, like I'm sick and tired of being in my DMs. I just really don't want to do it. And you look at your DMs, it may be full with potential clients, but you're just like so exhausted and you don't want to do it anymore, then that is a big sign, honestly, that you need help in your business. And really what I recommend is I love hiring virtual assistants, and I love, being able to do that with them, because at the end of the day, when your business scales, that means that your team members are going to scale. And in order for you to scale, you need to hire help. And usually what happens to hiring help, my first recommendation is to hire help that's going to drive revenue in your business in the quickest way. Now, a lot of mistakes that most coaches or agency owners or consultants make in their business is that they hire help that doesn't provide revenue in their business. Like, for example, maybe you've hired a virtual assistant to do engagement. That drives revenue in the sense of it nurtures your leads, but it doesn't drive revenue in the sense of closing deals, right? So if you're someone who closes deals, whether it be in the DMs or on a sales call, there are two elements. You need a person to do lead generation for sales calls, or you need a person to do lead generation for closing in the DMs. Does this make sense? So there's two specific people for different job roles. Comment yes in the chat if this makes sense, right? And the reason why I recommend for you to outsource this first as your first hire is because, do you really care whether or not you're going to get followers in your Instagram account, or do you care if you're going to get dollars in your bank account? Yeah, right. Yeah. I personally prefer dollars in my bank account. So, hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for popping on. I just really want to say thank you, shout you out. But really, at the end of the day, it's like you need to hire help that's going to drive revenue in your business in the quickest way possible. And if you stick to the end, I have a really great resource that's going to help you do this. Now, the next step that you do that, when you've identified that you first need help, right? You need to be aware that you need help before you can hire help, right? Makes sense, right? The next thing you need to do is you actually need to document everything, right? And when I say document everything is like, if you're already going to be doing the organic outreach, just go ahead and like record the video of you doing the organic outreach. Now, why am I saying this? Why am I doing this? Well, the thing is that when you go to hire help, you need to train them. You need to tell them exactly what it is that they need to do. A Trello board just giving steps is not enough, in my opinion. What you're going to actually need is you're going to need video modules, you're going to need standard operating procedures, so SOPs, and you're also going to need a training portal for your VA to refer back to in order for them to know, like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do when it comes to, what if scenarios, right? Because the same way that you're currently driving revenue in your business, you need to be able to teach someone to do that as well. Because true CEOs, in my opinion, are able to teach what they have been done or what they have done in the past, right? And if you want to step into the next version, the next level CEO, then you got to make sure that you're documenting everything and that you're actually teaching and training individuals on how to do this. Now, I really want to close out this mini training and just personally say thank you for watching this training. Let me know in the comments. I would really love to know, like, what was your number one takeaway? Like, put in the comments. I would love to read it and hear it and just really, engage and connect with you further. But really, this kind of, at the end of the day, is that it's a choice to scale. It's a choice to grow your business, especially if you know you need the help, right? If you're sitting at maybe like a revenue like ceiling where it's like, okay, if I'm doing this on my own, I can only like probably generate $5,000 a month, and you want to get to 10 consistently without burning yourself out, then you need to actually hire help. And that is why I created my Scale Your DMs checklist. You can go ahead and grab it with the link in my bio, or you can go ahead and say DMs, comment DMs in the video in the training here, and I will make sure to send it your way on getting the checklist in order for you to scale your DMs and therefore scale your business. So really, honestly, I want to say thank you. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next